Hello everyone, Nathan here, and how's the expression go? Fifth time the charm? I've attempted to make this video 5 different times, and it got a little too ranty. Maybe I'll like this attempt. So, as the video says, I'm making alttech exclusives now, and what I mean by that is I'm going to be posting on YouTube a lot less. So if you only watch my stuff on YouTube, you're only going to be getting a fraction of the stuff that I put out. I'm only going to be posting here maybe once or twice a week. That's about it. And aside from that, if you want to see the rest of the stuff that I post, it's going to be over on the alternatives that I post to every day, except for weekends, of course. So, you know, here on YouTube, it's only going to be once or twice a week, but on all the alternatives, on Bitchute, Odysee, on Fruitlab, on Rumble, on Dtube, on Bittube, on Utreon, on all those sites, that's where I'm going to be posting my videos every day. So if you don't want to miss anything, that's the place to be. So, and I really want to. I don't do this because I mean to alienate anybody. That's really not my intention. I know there's a few specific people that I'm thinking of, and I'm not going to name any names because maybe you don't want me to, and that's perfectly fine. There's a few people that I know are reluctant to come to alttech platforms for various reasons, and I'm really hoping that that's not going to be the case. I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to convince people to come on over. The grass is much greener on the other side of the fence, I tell you that right now, because the censorship is gone absolutely, completely fucking nuts on the big tech platforms, and it's actually gotten to levels that are quite frightening. And but besides that, not just necessarily people who watch videos, but for people who actually create content as well, I don't want to see you hanging high and dry. Jeez, I mean, especially some of the smaller creators that I know on a semi regular basis, or that I talk to every now and then, whether it's streams or comments or whatever the case may be. Geez, God, I love you guys. I don't want to see you hanging out high and dry. I know that you love what you create. I know that you love, sharing your videos out to people. But what the fuck is stopping Susan from just saying, okay, you know what, gaming videos can't be on our platform because blah blah blah. Who cares your reason? And bye, all gaming videos are just gone because, I don't know, maybe some extremely vague quote unquote copyright reason that they can't allow gaming videos on the platform. It could happen. It could easily happen. They just need an excuse to do it. That's really all. And I don't want to see you out hanging high to dry and have your channels completely wiped out with no backup of any kind. I don't want to see that happen. And really, for like smaller creators, that's for larger creators, that's kind of a bigger deal, really, because smaller creators who aren't doing this as their full-time job, they can just easily say fuck YouTube, which is kind of what I'm half doing now, or 75% doing. Larger creators, they're gonna have a bit more of a challenge ahead of them because it's just like a regular job. You can't just necessarily quit your job because you hate your boss. You gotta find another job before you can quit because you need money. So it's a lot harder for people who have YouTube careers to just stand up on principle. They can't do that so easily. But I'd love for larger creators like say like the Game Grumps or Oni Plays. And by the way, urge other creators to do this. Like people that you're subscribed to on YouTube that don't have an alttech presence, like nag them in the comment section to do this. To get on alternative platforms like Bitchute or Odysee, and I would love nothing more for Game Grumps to start mirroring their content over on one of those sites. And then, but it's not enough to just do that. They also got to tell people they're doing it too. Tell people they're doing it, because then there'll be a lot more interest in people who want to, head over to those sites and check it out. And then, coupled with that, they could saying, hey, and we're also opening a Subscribestar account, and those who donate can get a whatever. To kind of help counterbalance the lack of ad revenue on some of the other alt-tech sites, which actually on the topic of ad revenue, I mean, it's basically not there on YouTube either. What is every big YouTuber doing right now? They're selling merchandise. They're selling merchandise because the ad revenue isn't there. There either isn't enough ad revenue to go around, or they're being demonetized or algorithmically demoted for one reason or another. So the ad revenue isn't there anyway. Ad revenue is dead. Nobody's making their career off that. You might be able to get fucking gas money with it, but I mean, Game Grumps has a whole crew behind it. There's no way they're making their way just on ad revenue. It's not happening. It's only supplementing it. So, yeah, that's what I would really like to see. That's the kind of thing that can really start to challenge the monopoly that these big tech companies have, because that's really what it is. It's a monopoly. They're see, and here's the thing. And I was really, well, I'll say more than harsh on some people in my last video. What I'm about to say next, this isn't directed to anybody who watches my videos regularly. It's certainly it's not directed at anybody like that, or my subscribers, or anything like that. This isn't regarding you. This is regarding mostly a few useful idiots that were in my last video, we'll say. People who are cheering on the censorship that's happening right now. Maybe I'm wasting my time when I say this, but it's going to come out of a place of kind of like tough love. It'll probably fall on deaf ears, but it's worth a try. For those of you cheering on the censorship right now, you're out of your mind. You have absolutely no clue what you're cheering on. You've no idea how bad this really is, because you probably think, oh, isn't it great? All these people that I don't like, all these these bad people, they're getting censored. Isn't it great? No, it's not. No, it really fucking isn't, because you're next. You don't think you're next? Do you think these big tech companies? I thought you hated the rich and powerful. First of all, I thought that your motto was like eat the rich, and yet here you are cheering on not the 1%, but the 0.001% of a small handful of billionaires and trillionaires that are in control of almost all of the world's communication, and you're okay with them having all of that power. Since when? Since when? Since you thought they were on your side? Because they're on nobody's side. Nobody's side. They don't like you. That you're not in their club, and you never will be. They fucking hate you. They fucking hate all of us. We're peasants to them. And we are one of three people. We either make profit for them, or we don't, or worse yet, we're a threat to their bottom line. If we're a threat to their bottom line, bye. They'll fucking ditch us. They don't want anything challenging that monopoly. Hence why, isn't it a coincidence that just as Parler reached #1 in the App Store, they started coming down from all the app stores based on current events? Yeah, bullshit. They were looking for any given excuse to do it, and they were just like, yeah, this current event, yeah, that'll work. Current events, which by the way they fucking lied to you about. Let's be complete and open and frank and honest about that. You have been fooled by liars and propagandists. Very, very rich liars and propagandists, I might add. They've lied to you. They've convinced you that they're on your side. They're not. They're not. You are a peasant to them. They've fooled you into thinking that they're on your side. It's just like when Disney said that, oh, we're all for the same values that you're for, and we're for equality and all this other stuff. And then on the Chinese version of the Star Wars poster, Finn is shrunken off into the background. He's microscopic. Yeah, what do you think happened there? Oh, that's right, because they're more concerned about their bottom line. They don't fucking care about you or anything that you stand for, of what any of us stand for. Nothing. Trust me, it's always been about their bottom line. It has nothing to do with what side of the aisle you're on. Trust me, it's nothing to do with that. Well, okay, a very tiny amount of that. But if they thought that being on the other side of the aisle was going to be more profitable, trust me, that's what they'd be doing. And here's what I'll say. I was maybe just a tad nasty to some of those people in the comment section of the last video. If you try and start shit this time, I'm just going to flat out ignore you. I'm not going to bother even replying to you. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. You're not going to reach me. But here's what I'll say to you guys instead, those types of people. There's an expression that Yuri Bezmenov had. Or not an expression, it was a thing that he said in one of his interviews, and I'm paraphrasing, but it was basically along the lines of, don't waste your time with these useful idiots. It doesn't matter, they won't listen to reason or evidence, they won't wake up until the boot is on their throat. So, for those of you cheering on the censorship, I honestly pray that you will wake up before the boot is on your throat. Please, 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 please do not be a useful idiot and a bootlicker for the 0.001% that want to have control of fucking everything. They're turning you into massive hypocrites. They're getting you to cheer on something that you swore you hated. They look, I'll even use the word. They are essentially getting you to cheer on fascism. It really is. And I say that because find one single instance in all of human history when censorship was used for something benevolent. Spoiler alert. Never. And it wouldn't have made things any better. You never would have. Because, yeah, you might see a few yahoos on the alttech sites. Yeah, you might see some of that. But guess what? It's a small price to pay. Do you know why? Because when you censor someone, they don't disappear. Their mind isn't changed. In fact, it's emboldened. The kinds of people that you say that you want censored, guess what? Guess what? They become emboldened and actually further radicalized because they can just go to some other site that there isn't even any countering discourse. They just get in a little echo chamber, a little circle jerk where they're all fucking saying the same shit to each other and nobody's disagreeing with each other. And then the further radicalization comes from that. There's absolutely nothing good about that. If you think that's a good thing, my God, you got to be nuts. And I know some of you probably think, oh well, it's all this violence and radicalization that's been happening on the alternate platforms, and look, that couldn't be further from the truth. And it's just like, do you not think there aren't any bad actors on the mainline tech platform, on the big tech platforms? Dude, I have seen people say and threaten unspeakable things on Twitter. Things that just fucking absolutely heinous things that I refuse to even repeat on Twitter. And yeah, like directly threatening violence and things like that. Like literally calls to genocide. Are you kidding me? Don't even get on me that, it's the alt tech platforms. No, listen, and actually to also just put this out there, all these alt tech platforms very explicitly say in their terms of service that they don't tolerate threats of violence or terroristic content or anything else like that. It's very explicitly in their TOS that is to be removed. And so if by chance you do actually see that on say Bitchute or whatever, yeah, go ahead and report it. It's actually not supposed to be there. It is against their TOS. It slipped through the cracks. If it hasn't received a strike or removal or something, it's because it slipped through the cracks. They don't have a lot of automated, detecting tools, because it's a very, it's a site run by a skeleton crew. They're going to need help in that regard. They actually need somebody to report it in order for them to be aware of it. So keep that in mind. So I think I finally liked that attempt. Like I said, I've tried to do the video 5 times. I think I got everything out that I wanted to say. As one final recap, I really hope that you guys will come over to the alttech platforms to get away from big tech. We don't need them. We don't fucking need them. And we can. I mean, these sites are more useful to creators anyway. Like, for anybody who's newly starting up, who wants to start making content and putting videos online, don't even bother opening a YouTube account. Don't even bother. Just jump straight on to alttech. Your chances of getting engagement is much better, much better. And yeah, I don't want to see you guys hanging high and dry, because I know you worked hard to create something that you really enjoy, and to have that suddenly reaped out from under you I know that would be a pretty awful feeling, and I don't want that to happen to you. And hell, even the censorship lovers, I don't even want it to happen to you. I don't want to see your voice silenced. I don't want that. I don't want that for anybody. So that's kind of what I want to sum up with. All my links will be in the description, as well as in my Tap My Bio link. That's probably the easiest way to find it, because I can even update that. Is in my Tap My Bio link, I can have a list of all the links of all the places that I'm on, and then you can kind of decide which one you like best, and go from there. And also, just as a nice little fuck you to big tech before I end off the video, you tried to get rid of Parler. You tried to delete it out of existence, even by Amazon, because they were hosted on Amazon, and Amazon is taking Amazon is taking them off their servers. So fuck you, Amazon. Your efforts are all for naught, because Parler is going to be up on brand new servers in less than 24 hours. By Monday afternoon, they will be back up online. So congratulations, big tech, you failed. And so that is it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Probably not on YouTube, though. Hopefully not.